let's go ahead and talk about that blizzard that we had yesterday out of Arrowhead, Minnesota. More than 2 feet of snow in spots. And we're not done yet with the winter weather. Another storm set to bring a swath of heavy snow to portions of the upper Midwest, eventually making its way into New England. The video, by the way, that we're looking at out of Two Harbors, Minnesota, this was captured yesterday by the one and only Mike Seidel that was out there.
That's where our storm specialist is this morning. Mike's been there the past couple of days. Mike, good morning to you. Wondering if Lake Superior is still behaving like the Atlantic yesterday. Wild to see those waves.
Yeah, good morning, guys. No, it's much, much quieter. Our winds yesterday gusted up to 55 here, 66 in Duluth today. Hardly a whiff of wind. In fact, when I rolled over, as I usually do about 5 a.m., I looked at the observation at the airport, and they were actually reporting calm winds. Right now, north at 7 miles an hour. Temperature's 21, and the wind chill is down around 13. By the way, the average low right now in Duluth is 7, so this is a fairly mild morning by Minnesota standards for mid-February. There's the old Superior, the Lake Superior shoreline, and the waves now maybe 1-footers, a couple maybe 2-footers. But I want to take you back to yesterday. We're going to show you the heavy snow, the wind-driven snow. We had a blizzard here. We had blizzard conditions for 5 to 6 hours, depending on the airport you looked at. And also, we had the huge waves crashing on the shore around the lake house. And just incredible visuals yesterday, the combination of the surf and the snow blowing around. And so far, we'll show you the storm totals. We've had 18 here in Two Harbors. Now, that ob was from yesterday afternoon. We should get another update. Overnight, after they plowed the area here at the resort, we picked up about another 3 inches. So we're going to be over 20 inches here, I'm sure. Well, we did pick up over 20 inches up the lakefront, up in Hovland. Now, I'm a little concerned about this observation because it's 34 inches, and it's about 40% more than all the other obs, the top obs. For instance, Lutsen at 24.5. Little Moray did 20, and there's Duluth, 8.1. By the way, in Duluth, 8.1 is their storm total. So that really chipped away at their deficit so far this season. They were running a deficit of about 19 inches, so they almost ate about, not quite half of that away. Well, yesterday's snowfall, daily snowfall, was 6.3 inches, and that was a record snowfall for Duluth for the day. And down in Minneapolis, they picked up 5.6 through midnight. That's their second biggest snowstorm this season because they've had a snow drought for the past month or so, and their first 2-inch snowfall or more since 3 days after Christmas. So Minneapolis-St. Paul wakes up to some late snow this morning. There is an advisory there, a winter weather advisory until 8 a.m. The advisory here goes until noon. The snow should wind down later on this morning. It's a powdery snow, as you can imagine, with temperatures in the low 20s. As far as the forecast goes for Duluth, it's going to stay cold, but about average. The average high now 26. I mentioned the average low 7. You can see highs basically low and mid-20s over the next several days into the weekend. And by Sunday morning, we're back down to where we should be, at 7 degrees above zero. It takes a while for things to start warming up here as we go into March and April. What I want to show you right now, Marissa and Stephen, is some of the snow drifts. Now, some of them are 4 feet or higher. I don't know how high this one is right here, but we're going to walk over here and see what you think. I assume it's going to be more than a foot. Uh-oh, I think it's, no, not very impressive. Not very impressive, I'm sorry. I was fooled by the visual. But there are bigger drifts in the area. So there you go. You get the sense of how beautiful it is. Just pan around and show you the evergreens, the firs here on the north shore of Minnesota. It's just a beautiful snowy morning with a lot less wind. And by the way, Highway 61, guys, has been reopened. They plowed that late yesterday, so the main north-south route from Duluth all the way up to the Canadian-U.S. border has reopened for business. Back to you in New York City.
What a winter wonderland.
It's pretty. It's really pretty.
So nice.
Yeah.
You're saying it looks just quiet, and it's remarkable how fast things can change. You were in plenty of snowdrifts yesterday, Mike, that it's okay that one was a bit of a disappointment because we saw you have enough fun during the blizzard.
Oh, by the way, this weekend, a big wedding taking place here at the Grand Superior Resort. Yes, about 100 people, and this is what they wanted. They don't want a wedding in the winter here where the ground is bare. It's just not as photogenic. So they've got what they wanted. plenty of snow and just beautiful pictures for the wedding. I think it is coming up Saturday right here at the resort.
Well, nice.
So
Given the forecast,
they got what they wanted.
It's going to be
You know,
around.
That's
if
going to
you
be
want
really
a winter
magical.
wedding, yeah, exactly. If you want a winter wedding up here, as they told me at the front desk, this is what you want. You don't want to come up here and you just see bare ground and gray skies. This just really pops in those wedding photos.
The lovebirds also being snowbirds. Mike Seidel, thank you. What a storm that we saw, though. Blizzard yesterday. And there's the after.
Okay, Mike, I know you're getting your camera shot set up. It kind of reminded me of when I'm FaceTiming my children. And the cameras everywhere. But we found you. You are center of the screen there. If it wasn't the blowing snow, the falling snow, the snowdrifts were also really impressive out of Minnesota there, where you are at least.
Yeah, we had a late guest ad here just moments ago, so we had to hook up the what we call the stick mic, and unraveling the cable, and that's why I told the control room to hang on just a second, because I know you guys can ad lib till the cows come home. We've got Jared Martin, who works here at the resort. He's the executive chef, and I got to tell you, last night he cooked me a walleye that was off the charts. Man, thanks so much for helping us out here during this blizzard, because we were not able to get out. Nothing was open.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad you liked it.
Oh, it was excellent. Tell me about what you were doing this morning. You're executive chef, but you also shoveling the snow.
Well, yeah, we got to get, we got to take care of the guests, and we got to get them in and out of their units. We got to get them safe, get them fed, water, take care of everybody.
And you've been up here all your life.
I have, yeah, 40 plus years.
So you get used to this?
Yeah, as used to it as you can be.
But then the summers here are just incredible.
The summers are wonderful.
And I hear you're going to be busy this weekend. We've got a big wedding coming in.
We do. So we got to get this cleared out. Wedding coming in for Saturday. We're excited about that.
And you're cooking all the food, doing the catering on site?
Yes, we are. Yeah.
So that's going to be a lot of work.
All hands on deck.
Let me ask you, what are the entrees? Do you know at this point?
What are the entrees? The typical, they're getting a meat, a fish, and a chicken.
Right.
So, yeah.
And a big cake.
And cake, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jared, thanks for joining us.
Right.
Again, the walleye and that rice dish, and the green beans, fresh green beans up here, exceptional.
Of course. Great.
Okay.
I'm glad you liked it.
I'll give you a couple Michelin stars. How's that?
Yeah,
okay.
I appreciate it.
There you go. Okay, let's show you what we got here. And look at this. We got snow everywhere. Now, they have plowed, but they plowed last night. We picked up another 3 to 4 inches. In fact, we have some new snowfall totals. I just wrote these down. I just saw these as I came out. Finland, Minnesota, just north of us, up 61, 28.4. How about Duluth? They've now increased their storm total to 11.6. That's their biggest storm this season, topping the Thanksgiving storm, which was just over 10 inches. And down in Minneapolis, St. Paul, no update yet, but Hovland, up the lakefront near the Canadian-U.S. border, has jumped from 34 to 38.6 inches. So there you go. Marissa and Stephen, Hovland now over 3 feet of snow from this blizzard, and likely, as we just mentioned in Duluth, biggest storm on record. We're starting to get some brightening in the sky. The snow will wind down, but temperatures are going to stay cold here, below average, right on through the weekend into early next week, with any more snow being very limited. The next system is going to track to our south.
Yeah, there was a question, right? I noticed, at least out of the Minneapolis office, would the current departing system maybe have a little bit of phasing of energy with the next one, but not so much? This one's staying further to the south, but still a little bit more snow. We're now just under winter weather advisory where you are, but it was wild to see. Wild to see that yesterday.
Is it snowing still? Our radar showing some light flakes. I barely can see them, Mike.
Yeah, you should be able to see some light flakes. And by the way, we've got this queued up back in the control room. I want to show you this from yesterday. I was with Jay Menard. This is in the 3 p.m. Eastern hour, and I walked out here because I thought we could catch a snow NATO. And look at this. I'm out there. Look at the snow swirling around counterclockwise, low pressure in the northern hemisphere, and look at the snow whipping around me. And it looked like I was likely in the center of the circulation of the snow NATO. But some exciting shots out here as the wind rippled around 3 of these lodges and created the perfect setup for those circulations to pick up the relatively dry snow. It wasn't certainly wet. Down in Duluth, by the way, the snowfall ratio was about 9 to 1. even though temperatures were running 28 to 29 degrees. I thought it would be maybe a little higher.
Wow.
Yeah, but still, yeah, heavier snow. I know we had some power outages. You know who Mike looks like in that? Olaf from Frozen. Right? Because everything's swirling around him.
Yeah,
Something magical about you, Mike. I don't know. I don't know.
That was a compliment.
That was a compliment.
Yeah, that was a compliment.
It was a compliment.
Can you email my wife and tell me there's something magical about me? Because that would really help me out at home.
I got you. I got you, Mike. I'll send that email right after we leave you. No, but incredible coverage out there.
That joke is going to cost me. That joke is going to cost me.
We won't tell her. Shh, it'll be our secret. Fox Weather Storm Specialist, the one and only magical Mike Seidel. Thank you.
There we go. Hey, we have storm specialist Mike Seidel. He is with us live. Two Harbors, Minnesota is where he's at. And we are waiting on this snow to taper off. Mike, it's been a bit persistent. I wouldn't really call it maybe accumulating snow this morning.
No, right now it's just barely flaking. But overnight we picked up another 3 to 4 inches. And just up the road, Finland is now at 28.4. The latest totals out of here in Two Harbors, 17 to 18 inches. The 18-inch was from 2 p.m. yesterday. That local cooperative weather observer has not updated. Meanwhile, in Duluth, their storm total now 11.6. Their biggest storm of the season, and they ate away at their deficit of about 19 inches. So they put a big dent in that deficit down there in Duluth, and that's where that snowfall ratio was about 9 to 1. I bet it was a little bit higher up here because it was a couple of degrees colder. But imagine if it had been 20 to 1. You could literally double the snowfall totals. Not that we don't have enough snow around us right now. And look at the radar, not much left. This is going to wind down. The winter weather advisory expires at noon. It expired at 8 a.m. in Minneapolis. And what they did yesterday evening, they changed the blizzard warning last night to a winter weather advisory once the winds did die down somewhat. And right now the winds are almost 5 to 6 miles an hour. Let's take a walk out here. They've done a nice job here at the resort, the lodge, to clear the snow off the piles. Yeah, we've seen bigger piles in Minnesota, I know, but it's a pretty decent pile. You know, we've got a wedding coming in this weekend, 100 guests coming in, and this is just what they wanted. They booked a winter wedding, and they didn't want bare ground, because when we got here 2 days ago, that's basically what we had here, was bare ground and some dirty snow. So it has turned out to be beautiful, beautiful for those wedding photos. So this is what we're dealing with here. Just a light accumulation. You can see where it has snowed since they plowed, just a bit of a dusting. We're going to take a walk around the corner, and I shot a video. We're going to run it for you next hour, and it looks like we're in the Alps. I took a walk from here to the hotel or the resort lodge, and it's quite the beautiful video. Not because I shot it, just because it just looks great. Look at this. Look at this. Snow everywhere you see. Big drifts, 4-5 foot drifts in some areas, and still a little snow blowing off the roofs. That's how we stand this morning, and it is down to 19 degrees, so it's gotten colder. The wind chill's running around 10 or 11. That's because the wind is not very strong right now, Marissa and Stephen.
Yeah, well, that's some good news, because we saw plenty of strong winds yesterday.
Yeah. Nice to see that it's a little calmer out there out of Two Harbors, Minnesota. And all right, and Mike was covered completely yesterday without any exposed skin, so more of your face today. Like that too. Fox Weather Storm Specialist Mike Seidel, thank you. Take that down. We do want to talk about, well, that blizzard that Stephen mentioned in the Arrowhead of Minnesota. Our Mike Seidel was out in the worst of it while reporting in Two Harbors, Minnesota. This is just off of Lake Superior. Included in that blizzard warning for much of the day, more than 2 feet of snow in spots. And we're not done yet with the winter weather. That next storm system expected to bring more snow to portions of the Midwest. We won't see a ton more for the Arrowhead of Minnesota, but they did, Stephen, get close in this area of Minnesota to the 2-day snowfall record for the state.
For the entire state.
For the entire state.
I mean, if you are to break a state record, I'd say it's probably closer to the Arrowhead of Minnesota, right off the coast of Lake Superior. Mike Seidel was there yesterday. He's with us this morning, joining us again. Mike, good morning. Glad you were able to get a nice, fresh meal last night, talking to the chef behind his meal.
The walleye.
Yeah, the walleye. That's what it was. And as we dig out, maybe you'll have another walleye today. Who knows?
We're going to get the walleye out of here is what we're going to do this afternoon. Try to get down to Duluth and Minneapolis, St. Paul. But in the meantime, we've got Vern one of the maintenance guys here at the resort, at the Grand Superior Lodge resort here, and he's doing yeoman's work here, just trying to get the snow off the paths to all these nice cabins. We're in the cabin behind him, and what a great view out the window. I'm sure it's even better as the sunrise comes up over Lake Superior, and it's about 55 or 60 degrees in July and August. We've got some numbers to show you, and we also have some records. Yesterday, Duluth set a record high, snow with 6.3 inches. By the way, 11.6 total is the biggest storm they've had this season, and in Minneapolis, they've had 7.6 inches storm total, and that's their biggest storm this season. So some big snowfall totals, not as big as up here. We just got the update from the Observer about 7 miles northwest of here in Twin Harbors, rather Two Harbors. By the way, we're north of town up Highway 61, and they're now from 18, they jumped up to 23.4 inches, so almost 2 feet there, and you can see how it's piled everywhere around here. Look at this pile. Now, I know we've seen bigger piles in the winter in some places, like where we have the lake effect, but this is a pretty significant snow pile, considering when we got here 2 days ago, there was basically nothing on the ground. I want to show you the time-lapse video I shot. This is walking from here to the lodge here at the resort, and we sped it up for you, and you get an idea of how much snow there is, how beautiful it is. It's like the Italian or Swiss Alps, all that snow on the evergreens, on the ferns, and they have cleared basically all the paths so you can get to the buildings, and the parking lots are clear, as you can see here. So we'll be able to get the mighty Storm Boy van. I just noticed this. The van is named Storm Boy. That's pretty cool. So we're going to be able to get out of here. And likewise, commerce is trying to return to normal here today. Yesterday, what a storm. Wind gusts 50 to 60 plus miles an hour from here down to Duluth. We had the 2 to 3 feet plus of snowfall. Hovland's had over 3 feet of snow up there near the Canadian-U.S. border. And we were out in the thick of it. This is at 3 p.m. yesterday with Jay Menard on the air on Fox Weather. And this is... I was trying to capture a tornado of snow, a snow-nado, and I did a pretty good job, I think. The way the buildings are set up and the way the wind was coming northeast off the lake and getting spun around these buildings, and look at the snow and the wind just spinning around the snowflakes. By the way, the snow ratio in Duluth was about 9 to 1. Even though temperatures didn't get above 29 degrees. Up here, I think it was probably a little bit higher, maybe 11 or 12 to 1. And that may be one of the reasons, plus the lake enhancement, that we got more snow here than down in Duluth. So there you go, Marissa, Stephen, quite a storm. And the wedding party will be here in just a matter of a day or two, I think tomorrow, for the big wedding this weekend. And they wanted a winter wedding, and they got it. They didn't want to bare ground for those photo ops and for the ceremony, so they've got... Look at this, just gorgeous, gorgeous scenes. And it's going nowhere. Temperatures not expected to go above freezing for quite a while. In fact, running in the low to mid-20s. The average high and low in Duluth right now, 26 and 7. We'll be back down in the signal numbers here as we get into Monday morning of next week.
Yeah, I mean, it's cold. Yeah. But coming off of a January that was marked by extreme colds, that might feel warm to a lot of Minnesotans.
I was just thinking, I wonder if you get a discount during the peak of winter. You know, right? If you book...
Well, you do.
You do? Oh, see, look at that. See? Yeah.
I got a beautiful queen room, a king room in the lodge with a view of the lake. I don't have the garden tub like my photographer does, but I believe it was like $159 a night. You can't beat that. No.
That's cheap. That's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the only way to stay cheaper is to check in at a motel that has a number in it. Those are the only ones that are going to be cheaper.
Yeah, that's true. But hey, you picked the right spot because judging by those sides, that's exactly what we were hoping to see. And the Arrowhead of Minnesota got it. All right, Fox Weather Storm Specialist Mike Seidel, appreciate it. Well, I will. See you later.
Let's check in with Fox Weather Storm Specialist Mike Seidel, who is live from Two Harbors, Minnesota. Mike, your shot yesterday was so dynamic. The winds, the waves off of Lake Superior. What's the difference out there today?
Yes, and DJ, we had it all yesterday. Today we have a lot less wind, 5-10 miles an hour. It just started snowing again, so you can see it on camera. If you look on the local radar now, you can see we're getting a little wraparound band from the Harbors area down here to Two Harbors, and also down just south of us and up towards Little Moray. These areas now getting another coating of snow. Another 3 or 4 inches fell last night. By the way, as much as 38 inches up in Hovland. That almost challenged the state record for a 2-day snowstorm. That's how big this storm was. Biggest by far this season. Duluth, 11.6 inches. Minneapolis, St. Paul, 7.6. And keep in mind, the Twin Cities had not had a 2-inch snowfall, get this, since 3 days after Christmas. And although it was pretty cold in Minneapolis a good part of January, it did warm up. And so far in February, they're running about 9 to 10 degrees above average. This whole area has been warm. Now we're going to go back to or a little bit below average. I want to take you back, Jane, first to yesterday. We were on the air together at 3 o'clock. And this is part of what we saw, the Snow-nado. We had the perfect setup. We're between 3 lodges here at the Grand Superior Resort and Lodge here on the shores of Lake Superior. And look at how the wind is whipping that snow around counterclockwise. And I think I caught a couple of decent snow-nados there, and I think I was in the circulation, but I came out unscathed, just to let you know. Now, look behind me. Isn't this just ideal? The snowfall. A couple of guys coming up here from maintenance. Come on up, guys. It's okay. Coming up with shovels. They're going to be digging out right around these lodges. They've already plowed. But I want to take you back to this morning. This is my walk from here to the lodge. Now, this is a time lapse. I'm not actually moving this fast, but get a sense of all the snow and how pretty it is, and a perfect setup for the winter weekend wedding this weekend. 100 guests coming up here, and this is just what they wanted. They didn't want a bare ground. That's basically what we had when we got here 2 days ago. Hardly any snow anywhere. Bit of a snow drought in recent days and weeks. But now they've got all the snow they need for those perfect wedding photos. We did have problems yesterday. We're going to take you back towards the Twin Cities along I-94 in Barnesville and take a look at this. A lot of spinouts. We had reported 109 vehicles off the road and 8 semis jackknife. That's just in 3.5 hours between 5 and 8:30 last night from the Highway Patrol here in Minnesota. That's a lot of vehicles off the road. Minneapolis playing catch-up. They got the snow late yesterday and last night. They picked up another 2 inches overnight, and as I mentioned, they're at 7.6 inches of snow. And the state police also reported 132 property damage crashes. So you got to slow down, give yourself extra braking distance in this kind of weather. We're going to stay cold, Jane. It's going to stay in the low to the mid-20s here through the weekend, and by Monday morning we'll be down in the single numbers. The averages right now down in Duluth are 26 and 7. So that's where we stand. It is still the dead of winter at this latitude.
I mean, we had a brief February thaw. We had a brief January thaw, February thaw. It seems to be the cadence month by month, starting off the new year before winter really shows itself yet again. So, Mike, incredible shots. You're right. I mean, a winter wedding with all of that fresh snow, I'm sure this bride just cannot wait to get up there with all of her guests, hopefully. And it does seem as though likely travel will be okay by that time. Fox Weather Storm Specialist Mike Seidel.
It's good. It's good.
Thank you for the update.
It's fine right now. 61's open. 61's open. They'll be fine. I just hope she doesn't disappear in the snow with that wedding dress.
With the white dress, that's right.
Assuming it's white.
Well, those photographers know what they're doing. All right, Mike, thanks there. Yesterday, winds have relaxed. Quite a different view from our Fox Weather Storm Specialist, Mike Seidel, live for us from Two Harbors, Minnesota. Mike, you're back out onto the lake shores where yesterday, I mean, it was, you take the locator off and you would think that you were in, coastal New England.
Less pleasant overall.
Yes.
Yes, it's much more pleasant. The sun is breaking through. The snow is winding down, and the temperature is warmed up to a balmy 25, maybe about as warm as they get for the next 4 or 5 days. Here on the lakefront, on the North Shore, anywhere from 2 to over 3 feet of snow. And yesterday, we've got some video to show you quickly yesterday of the wind and the snow. A blizzard verified here and in Duluth. They picked up, by the way, 11.6, their biggest storm of the year so far. Minneapolis, their biggest storm of the year was 7.6 yesterday, last night, and this morning. And look at the wave action. You may have seen some of the waves there, 5 to 8 footers. It was crashing out here yesterday. We showed it to you. But now we have really a highlight. We found a sweet lady from Wisconsin. Let's go out here for the big reveal. Bethany Peterson is out here on the lakefront. Beth, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, nice to be here on this beautiful day.
Well, you look happy.
Yeah.
The question is, who in their right mind would want to go in Lake Superior today? That would be you. So your mind is right.
Yes.
And tell me about the benefits and how often do you go in?
I go in as much as I can whenever I'm on the North Shore. We love to go on their sauna and warm up, but today I'm just going to go in on this beautiful day, and it really helps my joints feel better.
Really?
Yeah, and it's just like a really healing feeling when I go into the water, and the open water is so beautiful any time of the year.
Well, I know Mark Wahlberg does it almost daily, but it's a bathtub. This has got to be more invigorating.
Yes, I have not been in when it's this wavy for a while, so this should be fun. So.
Okay, Beth Peterson will let you take your
Okay,
jacket
sounds
off.
good.
So,
Woo!
Jane and Ian, there she goes. By the way, the water temperature is about 32 degrees, give or take a tenth of a degree. The reason it's not freezing, obviously, is because there's a lot of motion and wind action. I'll step out of the way. And as she takes the polar plunge here, 25 degrees, wind chill is running 19 to 20. Again, the water is right at 32. Is she going to take a dive? Oh my gosh, you're probably getting cold watching this. What do you think, Jane? There she goes. She takes a wave.
Really?
Ian, are you cold
Pretty-
enough yet? Wow.
Pretty impressive. I mean, polar plunge, we know that's a thing in Minnesota.
And she's not running in and running out like you see. She is a hardcore polar plunger. Come on out. Come on. Come on out. Oh, my gosh. Let's get these. Whoa, I just went down. Let's get these towels for her. Come on out there. Come on out. That was incredible. You feel the warmth of the sun up here? No. So what's your take?
Oh, it's lovely.
How was the wave
The wave action is good. Maybe they'll be surfing later. Who knows?
Well, we were thinking about surfing the surfers, but I know it's very rocky here.
Yes. Yeah, up at Stony Point is where they surf.
There you go.
Thank you.
And here you go.
Oh, thank you.
So now, are you going up to your sauna?
Not today. I didn't fire it up because it's buried in snow, but...
Oh, so you got to dig the sauna out.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you'll head back to Haywood.
Hayward.
And tell me what's going on right now. There's a big ski race.
Yeah, it's the American Birkebeiner cross-country ski race. There's 20,000 skiers.
20,000?
Yeah, throughout the events throughout the week. Yeah, I've skied it before. It's a 50-kilometer skate ski or a 55-kilometer cross-country classic ski. So
And how many days do you do that trail?
just one day.
You do it all in one day?
Yeah, the elites only take about less than 2 hours to finish. I took like 6 hours to finish.
It's all about finishing. And they've got all the fresh snow. They've got to be loving
Yeah, it's beautiful up there. Mhm.
it. Okay, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank
Go
you.
get warm.
Thank you.
You're a trooper. No, you're not going to see me going in there. I've been in 50-degree water. That was cold enough for me.
That's the obvious next question.
Jane and Ian, can you? Yeah, well, you got the obvious answer. It ain't happening. No. They don't pay me enough.
A cold plunge medical benefits to it. I mean, she
There are.
said it, right?
Except she walked in.
Yes.
And then
There was
there was no polar plunge there. There was no
No.
in and out with the quickness.
Oh,
that
my
was
gosh.
that was deliberate.
Are you
No,
like
I'm
the
giving her
Eastern
more
judge? You're
credit,
going to knock
Mike.
her points?
I'm giving her
No.
more
Oh,
points.
okay.
It's easier to jump. You just make the
Yeah, you
decision
can't
and
really-
jump. Walking in, you got to commit.
You do.
Well,
yeah.
Exactly, and you see a lot of the polar plungers go in maybe up to their waist, and that's it. That takes, it just takes the breath away. But she's fine. You're fine, right? Yeah, she's fine. She's fine.
Yeah.
She's gonna hike back through the snow drifts and enjoy the rest of the afternoon. But I
In
thought
her
that was a
shorts.
good way to kind of wrap up our coverage here from the lakefront of Superior.
Yes.
No, Mike's absolutely. I
Nice
mean,
anti-inflammatory to wrap things up.
Exactly. Mike Seidel. Incredible shots up there in the Arrowhead. I mean, you had blizzard conditions yesterday, and now here we are polar plunging into Lake Superior after we pick up 2
Thank
feet
you
of
very
snow.
much.
Yeah.
Mike Seidel, thank you. We'll be checking back in.
Great work out there by Mike, as always.
work,
and
yeah.
and somehow, even with what we saw, what he was standing in yesterday, I'd take that 10 out of 10 times over what we just witnessed.
Oh, yes.